A fifth problem area that we see a lot of times involves control of the brain and control of the eyes. And if you watch this hitter, Tanya, she's missing a lot of pitches. It could be caused by a couple of different things. Of course, it could be physical. You know, you could have some problems with the swing itself, but in this situation, you notice she's taking her eyes off the ball. And so if you don't control the eyes, that's a very serious problem. She's pulling her head away and her eyes are coming off the ball. She doesn't have good, you notice her just then, she kind of smiled and kind of cutting up a little bit as she's going through this. This is kind of the situation of not control of the brain, not really focused on what she's doing. It may be that the mother gets to her or the other team or the catcher talks to her, or she just may have her mind somewhere else. Some of the players just don't focus on what they're doing. Hold on just a minute, Rick. Let's talk to Tanya here just a minute. You're swinging and missing a bunch, right? There's a lot of things that can cause that. Some of the times you were swinging at pitches you can't hit. I mean, you're swinging at pitches everywhere. I mean, he threw you 15 pitches or so, and you swung at just about every one of them. Some of them were not good pitches. It's hard to hit pitches that aren't the kind of pitches you need to hit, and we need to work some on that. The other thing is you didn't really seem to be concentrating. I don't know if you were or not. Only you know what goes on in your head, okay? I can't tell you what's up there. But you seem to sometimes not have your mind on what you were doing. When you get in this batter's box, you have got to be focused. This is your soundproof booth. This is you. Your batter's box is your territory. Ain't nothing else in here. If your mama's hollering at you, you don't hear her. You just, in your mind, you're shutting your mama out. You're shutting your coach out, everything. Once you get in this batter's box, it's got to be only you and that ball. So you got to have total control of your brain focused on that ball. And then you've got to control these two eyes. If you don't have control of your brain, nothing else is going to work right. If you're not focused and concentrating. And if you don't watch the ball so that you can collect some visual information about it, so that you really see it good, you're going to have trouble hitting it. So what we need to do with you right now to help you with this is work on some drills to help you learn to concentrate and to help you learn to see the ball better. And we're going to do that over here on the side, okay? So let's get out of the batter's box and we'll go over here and get to work on what we really need to work on. Tanya, what we want to do today again is work on some drills to help you see the ball better. And we're going to do drills to make you work on seeing the ball come from the pitcher and watching it all the way to the plate. Now, you know, you've probably had coaches that told you before that you have to watch the ball, right? Or keep your eye on the ball, that kind of thing. That's important, but only for a reason. If you just watch the ball, it doesn't mean anything good's going to necessarily happen to you. We know a ball's coming. So if you just see the ball, big deal. What you want to do is what I would call collect visual information. You want to learn some things about it as it comes along the way. So we're going to work with you on paying attention, focusing on what's happening, watching the ball leave the pitcher's hand, because when you were at the plate just a minute ago, you were kind of off somewhere else in la-la land or something, okay, and still trying to hit. You got to work on your focus and your concentration and seeing the ball better. Now, the first drill I'm going to do is go over here with some plastic balls and throw them to you, and I just want you to say ball when you see it leave my hand. Don't swing or anything. You just get in your stance, take your stride, and say ball when it leaves my hand, okay? All right, good. You're just going to say ball when it leaves my hand. Ball. All right. Now, I'm going to change that a little bit, and what I want you to do now is hit these balls. You're going to say ball and hit, okay? Ball and hit, so you got to watch it all the way. Ball, hit. Okay, so all right, good try. Ball, hit. All right, good job, good job. Let's try a couple more. Ball, hit. Really pay attention to what you're doing. That's it. Let's try that one more time. Ball, hit. All right, now, you know there's a ball coming and you know you got to hit it. But see, as that ball comes, you've got to decide, is it up, is it down, is it fast, is it slow, is it inside, is it outside? If you're playing slow pitch, is it a high arc or a flat pitch? If you're playing fast pitch, is it a rise, is it a drop? You've got to learn something about it. In other words, you've got to keep your eye on the ball to learn about the ball. Not just it's a ball, but something about it. Now, what I'm going to do now for a few times is throw you different colors. So as I throw the ball, you've got to concentrate more, because now, just instead of seeing ball, you got to see red, blue, or yellow, okay? All right, here we go. You call the color. Blue. All right, good job. Red. All right. All right, good job. Okay, coaches, I can do the same kind of thing. She's collecting visual information. Collecting visual information. I'm going to do the same thing with different size balls. This time I'm going to use a couple of golf balls, a couple of baseball size balls, and a couple of softball size balls, okay? So now what you've got to do is call small, medium, or large, okay? Okay, now what was that? Large. That's okay. So you've got to collect. You might have thought that was high when it was low, see? So you've got to decide something about this ball. Good job. Good job. All right. One more time. All right. Good job. Now what I want you to do to be a little bit more realistic, because coaches, what we've done is not anything that would really happen in a game. It's just kind of a fun way to help her work on this. What we've been doing is calling out colors. But in a game, every ball is what color? White. All right, and every ball is the same size. The pitcher doesn't throw you a golf ball, although sometimes it might look that size. You want it to look like a volleyball, really, but sometimes it looks real small. What you've got to do in a game is decide whether it's inside or outside, or close to you or away from you, or whether it's up or down. So what I want you to do now is draw a line in the dirt, kind of like where a plate would be. All right, now, when I throw these pitches, anything that's between you and that line, I want you to say in, or inside, or close. Anything on the other side, you say away or outside or whatever you want to call it, okay? And we'll do that with a softball size. Okay, what we're doing now, coaches, is working on determining location. Tanya is the batter, but basically she's becoming an umpire. Her umpire. Okay, here we go. All right, good job. All right, good, good. Let's try it again. All right, one more. Okay, now she worked on inside and outside. Now for a moment, let's work on up and down. And since we can't draw a line there, let's just use your waist, okay? Above your waist is high or up, below your waist is down or low. All right, let's work on that. All right, good job. All right, good. All right. All right, very good. And now, Tanya, the next thing you want to do is not just decide if it's inside or outside or up or down, but you have to do something based on that. In a game, you're going to collect that visual information. Where is it? How's it moving? And whatever else. Then you have to make a judgment. What do you do about it? Do you swing or do you take it? All right, now, a lot of that's determined by where you like the ball. All right, where do you like it? In, out, up, down, what? Out. Okay, you like the ball outside. So what I'm going to do with you now to help you focus and react to what you see is I'm going to pitch to you again with these plastic balls. If it's outside, you hit it. You like those. If it's inside, you take it. If you do the right thing, you get a point. If you do the wrong thing, I get a point. And we might, coaches, play to 3 or whatever like that. Or you might do this with a group of kids, 4 or 5 in a group, the smaller the better probably, and rotate. If she makes the right decision, it counts as 1. If she makes the wrong decision, it counts as 2. When she gets to 5, it's somebody else's turn to hit, or when she gets to 10. The more she does right, the more swings she gets. But we're just going to do it where if you do it right, it's 1 for you. If it's wrong, it's 1 for me. Okay? And we'll see who gets to 3 first. You like it outside. All right? All right, that was inside and you took it, so you get a point. All right, you made the right decision. All right, it's 1 for you. All right, 2 for you. Good job, good job. 2-0 your favor. All right, that was inside and you took it, so you win the game 3-0. Very good. Now, coaches, I could have her call that again, inside or outside, but she was actually doing that. Where? Right here. In her mind, she was saying inside, take, outside, get it. And that's what was going on in her mind. We had her doing it verbally a while ago to help her focus. Earlier when we watched Tanya hitting, she wasn't focused and she was swinging at bad pitches, basically because she wasn't focused. She's got to learn her strike zone, not the books, not the umpires, but hers. That's the one that's important until you get 2 strikes. After that, the umpire's strike zone is important. When she gets her pitch, she's got to rip it. She's got to have a controlled explosion to that ball that she likes. So we've worked with her here on some visual drills and on some focusing drills to help her collect that visual information and make the right decision. If Tanya will take this and continue to work on it and then carry it to home plate, over a period of time she'll be a much better hitter.